Welcome, my Aries, to your 2023 year ahead reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, it's really good to have you back. Regardless, I'm really grateful to have you all be here tonight. Or I guess whenever you see this, it's tonight on my end when I'm filming this. So we are going to go ahead and do a 13 card New Year forecast spread. And I'm using a spread from the Tarot Lady. I wanted to make sure I give credit where it's due, and we are going to finish with some oracle at the end. So we're going to take a look and do a quick summary over 2022, take a look at an overview of 2023 and some different areas of your life. Let's see what's happening, you all. And a quick reminder, or a few reminders: know that energies are fluid. Always trust yourself, trust your intuition, no matter what reader you consult. And you can consult this reading for any placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, North Node, or any other that you feel guided to look at. So let's get started. I have the cards fanned out in front of me. We are going to take a look at a summary of your 2022 year. What was 2022 like for my Aries? You all, heads up, if you see me being flustered with my communication, the retrograde, which is happening in a few days, the shadow period has been affecting me, so apologies in advance. We got the Magician. We got Virgo, Gemini energy, Mercury ruled. Of course, it comes up for you all. In 2022, there may have been a lot of changes, a lot of things that came to fruition, completions, new beginnings. I'm getting magic, but a lot of new starts, especially. Some of you may have initiated, again, different cycles. It's going to be very different for every Aries, but new jobs, new relationships. Some of you moved. There's a sense of newness, but completion. So a lot of changes in 2022 for my Aries. Some of you were preparing, perhaps creating almost like a segue into this year unknowingly. I also feel like there was a lot of focus on, I was going to say you, but I mean, with the Aries nature, it already focuses on you, but there was a lot of focus on what it is that you really wanted, your wishes, your goals, a sense of connecting to yourself. Some of you, I'm getting nodal returns. Some of you, I'm getting first and second. I don't get a lot of viewers that are very young, around 18, 19, but some of you that I'm tapping into, the energies are first, second nodal returns. So there was a sense of, there's a sense of empowerment, a sense of growth in 2022. I feel like, again, some of you closed a lot of chapters. I just see a dominoes and a lot of doors closing. It just felt like a significant transformation. I feel like 2022, you may have experienced challenges, but it was a significant period of growth. Some of you, your lifestyle, the place where you live has changed, has shifted. There's a coming back to self, which is why I brought up the nodal returns. For some of you, it's your first nodal return around 18, 19 years old. And for those of you who are experiencing your second, I got 2 wiener dogs, so if you hear them crunching or barking, that is them. For those of you with your second nodal return, that's about 36, 37 years. I'm sensing that too. There's like a realignment happening. So I feel like 2022 was extremely transformative, shifting. I'm sensing time shifting. A lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving blocks. I feel like there were a lot of pivots made, a lot of changes in general. Quick energy. It's literally like the energy of Cinderella, like a fairy godmother when she has her wand, and you know how things change quickly. That's the energy that I feel. Some of you are laying down the foundational blocks for bigger things that you are working on, that you would like to bring into fruition, perhaps into 2023. So remember, this is a summary of 2022. I feel like many of you started taking control of your life, started making decisions. There's a fierce sense of independence here, perhaps of individuation, separation, or independence of sorts. But it's more than independence. It's almost like, okay, this is a year where I need to really connect to myself. I want to connect to myself. I want to connect to myself and really find out what it is that I want to do, where I'm going, what I'm about, how I've changed, how I've grown, what's the next step in my journey. a lot of introspection, but also a lot of movement. Okay, let's move on and take a look at your career outlook for 2023. I feel like I said that super fast. Ace of Coins. You guys, I'm so sorry about my dog. We got Ace of Coins. This is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you are about to start a new job or are looking for new jobs in 2023. And I feel like with this, you're going to get an offer of a lifetime, like a dream job, something that's very fulfilling, something that matches all of your boxes, like your check marks. This may be something that you were already anticipating or you're planning and waiting to start. And for some of you, this is going to happen throughout the year. There are no dates. I'm not getting any specific dates, but many of you are going to be making some type of job change or simply applying for a job. There's going to be a new job here. For others of you, in terms of your career, with the Ace, this could speak of more expansion and opportunities in your career. So some of you may be wanting to grow vertically, maybe in terms of a promotion or gain some type of seniority, seniority in terms of maybe managerial positions or climb up the ladder in that way. This also, to me, speaks of greater longevity. I just saw 2 footprints like sinking into the sand. So literally getting your feet wet, but getting them, it's like consistency, it's committed, really, you guys, I'm like having difficulty with words with your reading. Entrenchment. So this is about, for some of you that are not looking for jobs and you're looking to grow in your work, in your company, in your position, this is about really digging deep and getting to know what you're doing on obviously a more in-depth level. Thinking long-term, thinking of growth, commitment. Some of you are looking at your long-term career prospects and planning out. This is what I'm trying to say. 5, 10, 15 years and actually asking yourself, where do I want to go? What does my trajectory look like for my career? Because I feel like a lot of you are reaching for something bigger. Some of you may want to, again, be promoted. You may be vying for some type of position that's higher. It could also be because this is related to income and finances are next. This could also be more money coming in, and it could be because of the position that you are applying to or receiving or being promoted to, or it could simply be the expansion that's occurring in your job because of longevity or whatever it is that you do. But these are brand new opportunities, a lot of expansion, a lot of growth, a lot of solid footing, solid grounding, stability. So for any of you that may be unemployed and looking for jobs, I feel like 2023, many of you are going to get back into the game and receive, again, I'm getting a dream job, lifetime of an offer, something that you're very emotionally connected to and excited about, because the Ace of Coins is a new start here. It's a new offer, and it's not just a small offer. This is a big one, a solid offer. There could be, again, long-term growth with the organization or company that you're applying to. This could also speak to some of you branching out on your own and seeing tremendous growth, even though it may be slower, because with coin energy, this is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So for any of you that are starting your own businesses or side hustles, the motto here, the energy here is put in the work, build that solid foundation brick by brick, like Lego pieces. Know that you are going to see the fruits of your labor and you will see success, but it's going to take dedication, commitment, and energy on your part. This is a really, really positive card for career. Okay, let's take a look at what's coming up for my Aries in finances. 2 of Cups. This speaks to balance. So I feel like, again, there's a stabilization here with your financial outlook. And this could be tied to career. Many of you earn your money through this career, through this outlet. So some of you may have experienced, especially in 2022, perhaps some financial difficulties, or you were on a very, lower budget or very basic budget, or perhaps you were earning I wouldn't say earning money, but you were supported perhaps by others. You know, it could be like eighth house energy of shared resources, whether through a partner, parents, or some other kind of assistance. I feel like in 2023, this is stabilizing. There's going to be some type of balancing out with your financial outlook. And so for me, that indicates that you're going to see an improvement in this area. Some of you are going to, if you haven't already, because I feel like many of you have already gotten a hold of this, like take a look at your financial health, the financial outlook. In other words, reassess and review your entire financial state. Because I feel like a budget's coming. I feel like many of you want to save. Again, because there may have been, I'm sensing for many, there may have been, you know, depletion of funds. Some of you may have used your savings or reserves or other types of funding you have, like retirement accounts or investment. And so again, I feel like there's going to be an increase in 2023. It's going to really lead to solid grounding, a lot of inner harmony, inner peace, emotional fulfillment, because Two of Cups, this is like, it speaks to union, emotional fulfillment, love. So I feel like many of you are going to be really, really excited and happy in 2023 with your financial outlook. Again, with this coin, this is a big one. So many of you are going to get pay increases in your career. You're going to get jobs or positions that pay you better. Some of you are going to be adding other streams of income. So as a result, if you take a look here, you see here a stabilization. It's a general balancing, a connecting. This is definitely, and we have a bull here. Look at this. Perhaps some of you are Tauruses. We have a bull. Taurus rules the second house of income. Even though this is water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, we have a bull. So some of you may have placements in Taurus. Some of you have been working steadily for a while on really managing your finances, your money, your coins. And 2023, you're going to see such an uptick in this. This is extremely positive. And we have, this looks like a goat, but look, a ram like you. Aries. You guys, this is so good. This is really positive. Let's take a look at your love outlook now for 2023. Okay. The Star card. We got Aquarius energy. So this is bringing things into fruition. This is hope, healing, manifesting, finally ending anything, like getting over challenges, overcoming challenges. So in 2023, for some of you, some of you have been healing from a breakup, whether it's in 2022 or perhaps sometime in 2023. I feel like you're going to be healing. There will be the end of struggles. For others of you, you've been without or outside of, no, I'm saying that wrong. You have not been in a relationship for a while. Some of you may have been working on your self-love or healing journey for quite a while. And I feel like this may be a time, especially with Aquarius energy. We're in the age of Aquarius. We have Pluto going into Aquarius. There's a lot of transformation happening. So check out where Pluto is transiting in your natal chart for 2023. This brings about hope. Aquarius is about expansion, humanitarian, vision. And some of you, because Aquarius rules your 11th house, check out where your 11th house is located. What sign rules it? Because that'll give you an idea. It'll give you a lot more idea in terms of the planets and the energies there, because 11th house is friendship. So some of you may meet your next love interest, your love relationship, for those looking in your friend group, or that we'll just say more expansive friend network or acquaintance, basically platonic network. For those in relationships, I feel like you may be wishing, hoping, trying to bring to fruition something big in 2023. So again, it's going to look very different, because what's big for someone is different for another. So it could be some type of commitment, up-leveling, moving in together, engagement, marriage. Because to me, this is very healing. It could also mean the merging of two people coming together. And so you may have just in taking your relationship on a deeper level, maybe recommitting, almost like when you, I wouldn't say act like you're single, but you know, become more intentional in your relationship, go out on dates, as if you were just starting to date. It's that energy that I'm getting. That in itself is going to be incredibly healing for some in 2023. I'm getting a lot of focus on friends. For those of you looking for love and that have been healing and single for quite a while, you're going to find love like unexpectedly in your friend group. It could be someone you know. I'm going to see if we can get some more information on. I'll clarify. I generally have not been clarifying any of these, but I want to clarify for you and see if we can get anything else about this. But I feel like this is a wish come true. Some of you have been manifesting a partner, love, or a level of commitment, a deeper level of commitment if you're in partnership. For others of you that don't want to be in a relationship, you are just healing and focused on self-love. You're focused on yourself. Some of you are working on your inner child. Can we clarify the star card? Oh, shit. Okay, we got 2 cards. A whole bunch wanted to come out. I'm like, no. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got the 6 of Wands in reverse. We got the Wheel in reverse. Is this in reverse? Yes. These are the fixed signs: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. And here we got fire energy: Aries, Leo, Sag. So both of these just indicate literally like a resistance a resistance to love, to change. Some of you for 2023, again, this is a preponderance of, this isn't everyone. That's why I'm getting a lot. So some of you that especially do not want to get into a romantic relationship are very much focused on yourself, very much focused on your own personal glow up, working on your goals, putting that energy on what it is you want to expand and do. It's a self-love journey for sure, healing as well. So there may be a resistance to any offers that come towards you, to any energies around you. That's a no. So again, this was part of it. Again, for those that are in love, make sure that you take time to heal. For those of you that want to get back into a relationship, that are open to love, make sure that any residual, we'll just say leftover energies from any previous relationships, any patterns, anything that you feel is still kind of lingering, make sure you work on that, because you don't want lessons repeating. You don't want any patterns repeating. You don't want to attract the same people, you know, especially if they were not good for you, if they were not healthy. Again, because the star card signifies healing as well. And with the 6 of Wands in reverse, I'm like trying to say it. Generally upright, it indicates some type of victory, success, accomplishment. But I feel like this is inviting you to really get curious about any mindsets, any belief systems, any limitations that you feel you may have around love, dating, finding a partner, because that's going to also help you in finding and attracting, I should say, someone who is on your level, someone who is energetically a vibrational match for you. Okay. Let's continue on to family and friends. What can my Aries expect for their family and friends outlook for 2023? Knight of Cups. I swear this card has been coming up for everyone. So with the Knight of Cups, I feel like, again, there's going to be an increased focus on your connections in general, relationships. And we have the nodal points shifting from Taurus, Scorpio to Aries, Libra. So there's going to be a great focus on dropping Libra shadow traits and tendencies like codependency, people pleasing, gossip, manipulation, and essentially putting yourself, merging and putting other people first before yourself in relationships, right? And really letting go of weak boundaries. And so for many of you in 2023, especially with friends and family, I feel like some of you may be amping those up, but also really wanting to connect with those that you appreciate and those that are close to you on a deeper level. Because again, relationships don't mean just, leaving people behind and ignoring them, but there's going to be an emphasis on collaborating, on reconnecting, on making time for people. It's not just see ya, goodbye, because you're I'm going blank, you guys. My apologies. This retrograde I felt like I've been on a rocket and I'm sent to Pluto. You very much are going to be impacted too, since your polar sign, your house is Libra. And so connections, relationships are going to be key for you in 2023. So some of you are going to really make more of an effort to reach out, perhaps make time, change up the frequency in which you connect with family, with friends. Some of you are going to have new friendships come into your life, especially with the Knight of Cups. This is someone who shows a genuine interest in wanting to connect. Again, like I mentioned, I feel like your friend group is connected to the love. For those of you looking for love, looking for a relationship, a romantic relationship, this is very much connected. Your love and your, obviously not family, but friends outlook, but it's together here. There's a focus on that. You're going to have people come in and you may not even realize, oh, wow, this could be a potential love interest. Some of you are going to start off as very good friends. And the Knight of Cups is someone who's very nurturing, very caring. I feel like this energy is going to listen to you. There's a reciprocity here too. And this has an ability to escalate in a positive way, to develop further. This is someone who is emotionally open, emotionally available. That may be a key for some of you. Especially with the healing card, some of you may be healing from relationships where they were one-sided. You dealt with an emotionally unavailable partner or someone who was not there. There was some type of distance. Especially since we got the Wheel. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more. This could pick up from the past too, because this was clarifying the love. Sorry guys, we're going back to the love. They're intertwined. So with the Wheel in reverse, it could indicate too, these are generally indicates fortune, cycles, blessing, karma, but to me they also represent distance, obviously because of the movement and the general depiction of expansion of the world. But for me, some of you experienced physically and emotionally distant partnerships. So you weren't content. There was not success in your previous relationships. Perhaps this is what was highlighting and what many of you may be healing from. Partners, relationships that were almost like empty, like a shell. Your emotional needs weren't met. And so here with the friends and family, we have a lot of emotional availability, intimacy, vulnerability. And I feel like, again, you're going to form a strong foundation as friendships or as friends. For many of you that are looking for love, it's going to come through this avenue. So again, just be open to the people you meet. You're going to know, because it's going to feel different. For those of you that are exploring friendships and even relationships as you date, and even if you're working on that in your current partnership, it'll feel different when you realize that you want to connect and be more vulnerably and emotionally open with others. Because we got a lot of water here. And we got the eagle. To me, it signifies travel. So again, you may meet someone nearby or during your travels. Let's continue on and take a look at your spirituality outlook for 2023. 3 of Wands. More fire energy. So to me, this signifies growth. Growth, allowing yourself to receive as well. Receptivity. Some of you, well, Aries is a masculine cardinal sign. So many of you may be in the mode and the energy of constantly doing, thinking with your head, using your intelligence, your intellectual wisdom and knowledge. And you may even be feeling a need to just, I have to kind of lean back, slow down, be more receptive. And I feel like in 2023, many of you may be cultivating, nurturing your feminine energy, really connecting and working on your intuition, your psychic abilities, your gifts. spirituality in general, that in itself is going to strengthen all of those. It's going to strengthen your connection to yourself. It's going to open up passages. It's going to accelerate your own growth, and also the embodiment in which you practice whatever it is, because spirituality is expansive. It means something different to everyone. Generally, people denote it as something bigger than them, right? Something that allows for greater interconnection, synergy, usually a connection to the universe, spirit, higher power, God, however you denote it. So I feel like there's going to be an accelerated growth in your spirituality in 2023, but you're being guided. Take it one step at a time. Be careful again, because there is a need to want to almost do things quickly, know things quickly, get there, like you want to get to the end, to the finish line right away. But this process is going to take time. So there's patience here. There's, even though this is a fire sign card, there's an energy here of grounding. So it's going to be important not to rush things. Take your time, because that's going to allow you to nurture your routines and your practices, and also your intuition. You're being asked to practice patience, to practice allowing yourself to be open to receiving. You do not have to constantly do to receive. You can receive just as you are. I heard some of you are climbing to greater heights. There's something about the wheel that that's being mentioned. I feel like when you connect to your intuition, you're going to feel it. You're going to start getting and receiving messages. That's why the receptivity and being open to receiving is important. It's not just in dating and learning to receive in terms of your value and worth. It's because the way we receive messages is in that mode, right? Through feminine energy. That's where we tap into our intuition. So you're going to be receiving messages, because I feel like there's something that is wanting to come in. Could be about relationships, since this was clarifying the lovers, but I feel like there's some type of pattern or shift that wants to happen, some type of change, and you're going to be alerted about that in 2023, like a transformation. Okay. Now we're going to pivot and take a look at the first quarter, January, February, March, and see what is in store for you for 2023. Got the World. Fixed signs again. This is an ending of a cycle. So something is coming to full completion during the first quarter, January, February, March. Again, it could be anything. With the World, it could indicate that some of you are ending your leases, especially since around the start of the year we have Capricorn, Aquarius energy. It could deal with your home, your residence, work. Some of you may be relocating or changing jobs. It speaks to, again, relationships as well. Again, it's going to vary, but there's a cycle ending, so something may be completing in your life. You may already know about this in 2022, where you just know something. You may have made a decision where you're moving, you're changing jobs, you're relocating, or you may feel it coming intuitively. So quarter one, expect something to come full circle. This could also be a belief system or some type of internal knowing, intuitive knowledge, right? Where you just realize, wow, I realize this is what I've learned in this last cycle. Because right now, a lot of karmic contracts and cycles are happening at this time, especially after we had the new moon in Capricorn in 2022 on December 23rd. And we have the next full moon in Cancer happening around December 6th, I believe. Excuse me, January 6th. I keep getting people for you guys. Okay, in the first quarter, some of you are going to meet someone that is going to change your course. It's going to be or have some type of strong positive impact in 2023. It could be someone from another culture. You could meet them again when you're traveling, maybe for work or personal reasons. Someone that's very different from you. There's a lot of focus on connections here for you guys in 2023. Are these gourds? These look like pumpkins, maybe pears. Right here. I don't know if that has any significance for you all. Let's take a look at what is happening in quarter 2. That's April, May, June for my Aries. 8 of Coins. This is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this relates to, building, putting your energy and working on building something, developing, growing, mastering, maybe education or learning something new. This could be in relation to your job. Some of you may be learning a new position, a new job. This could be around the time, especially if in quarter 1, many of you move or relocate for a position, for a job. This could also be obtaining a remote or virtual position, especially with the world. And in this globalized economy, many folks are working, in virtual spaces. The second quarter could be really honing in and knowing the ins and outs of your job and getting to work, perhaps investing a little bit more time in knowing that. For others, it's a general focus on learning and really developing your skills in an area, especially in your professional career. It could be with finances too, but there's a focus, I feel, on learning a skill, putting that energy, something that's going to help you perhaps earn money or income. It could be some type of income stream that you're wanting to create, an additional income stream, a side hustle, or for those of you that are entrepreneurs, you could be starting potentially a business and you're building it literally from the ground up. So this could be starting your own business around your season of Aries, around the kickoff of spring or fall, wherever you are, northern or southern hemisphere. And this could be putting in the work of building that foundation ready for launch. I don't know why this person looks kind of grumpy and upset, but I know if any of you are, again, starting new jobs, learning something new, essentially it's almost like starting from the beginning. There may be a level of frustration for some of you because you may realize, you feel like a beginner and you're like, I just want to know this. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I know what I'm doing. And so there's a level of having patience here. So again, there's an energy in your reading about not rushing things. Take your time. It's going to be important. With this earth energy, it's important you take time to master each part of the step. Especially, I keep getting entrepreneur. Some of you are going to be leaping out on your own, starting a business or just consulting, freelancing, that type of work environment. You got to make sure you got all the foundational, logistical, administrative elements out of the way, right? If you're establishing a business, filing the correct documents, tax documents, setting up websites, things like that. And so you see this person kind of looks a little bit upset because there may be a lot of work here. 8 of Coins is someone who is putting in a lot of work to build, because this is going to set that foundation for the future. So there's something that you're developing, you're putting in the energy to learn in quarter 2. Quarter 3 for 2023. Knight of Swords. Again, I feel like this continues the learning, the knowledge, but there's a little bit less energy and this is more mental. This could be also to marketing yourself, communication, branding yourself, speaking with others. Again, there's a focus on connection in 2023 for you. Some of you are putting yourself out there, speaking to others, receiving news and communications, like 3rd house, 9th house energy. I get that a lot with you guys. Some of you may have a lot of placements in your 3rd or 9th house. That's ruled by Gemini and Sag. This too speaks of taking action. So I feel like quarters 2 and 3 may be particularly busy for you. That's about April to September. Yeah, April to September, right before the fall season or summer season, wherever you are, or spring, excuse me, in the southern hemisphere. There was something else that I got. The Knight of Swords too is about growth and knowledge. So some of you are continuing some type of education. It could be a workshop, a course, learning, or you're initiating something like that to assist. I feel like a lot of this is going to be very much interrelated, connected from these different quarters, quarter one, quarter two energies. I feel like it builds upon one another. So your career, your finances may overlap for many of you. I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be busyness. You're gonna be busy. But I feel like with you all, you have that energy, and especially since we have Jupiter and in Aries, it's going to give you that extra boost. Again, I keep getting expansion with you all. It's going to give you that extra boost. And so I feel like that energy is going to really help you out in a very positive way. And you're going to see the fruits of your labor grow, cultivate earlier than you imagine, perhaps quicker than you imagine. Okay, can we get a final card, please, for quarter four? Woo, 1 second. I got really tired all of a sudden. Pace yourself. I keep getting pace yourself. I sense a propensity for you all to want to push things forward and to want to do things. You're gonna have to take your time here, because otherwise you may burn yourself out. It's gonna be super important. Make sure there's rest involved. We got 5 of coins for your last quarter. That's August, September, October, November, December. So there's a sense here of a little bit of insecurity. I mean, this is coin energy, so this could relate to feeling insecure, like imposter syndrome, dealing with your worth, but also with your finances or with work. You may be feeling a little bit out of sorts, but I'm not sensing that this is negative. I feel like a retractual energy, especially with quarters 2 and 3. There's a lot of momentum and movement forward. I feel like some of you may want to withdraw, because this generally indicates, some type of insecurity, but I feel like this is almost like I'm getting 4 of Swords energy, perhaps Hermit, like a rest, like a reprieve. So some of you may temporarily perhaps close up shop or take a vacation of sorts. Not getting sabbatical, but taking rest to slow down a little bit. Because this could speak to like an economic security, but it could also mean for you really rethinking your values, if what you're doing is in line with where you're going. Because this is like okay, time out. I gotta think things through because I'm feeling a little bit off. But I feel like it's more of the energy of having done so much in the previous quarters. So there's, again, a few other signs have gotten this similar energy, and it aligns to the seasons as well. It's cyclical. Around the fall, there's a need for retreating and for more rest. So you may actually feel like, wow, I'm a little bit out of steam. So again, like I mentioned before, rest is going to be important in taking a balanced approach. Okay, let's take a look at the biggest obstacle you'll face in 2023. 10 of Swords. This is air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Again, 10 of Swords to me speaks of burnout. It could literally mean mental exhaustion, burnout. It could be chaos, but I get this is mental energy. So it's burnout. This is gonna be the biggest obstacle, the biggest threat, I should say. It's almost like, the thing is, you have the power to change it and to mitigate this. You're getting an energy here of go slow and steady, pace yourself, no need to rush. Ooh, there's that saying about something not being born in one day. The goals that you have, they're not going to show up in 24 hours. In other words, take your time to build each part, each leg of your goals. right, of the journey, of the process, so that they're solid, and then move on to the next part. There's, again, really be mindful of focusing on the process, on slowing down, on being very intentional with every move, because if you're not, you could lead to exhaustion. Perhaps that's why we have the 5 of Coins here. This is someone who kind of feels left out in the cold. So you may, at the end of the year, if you do not balance your energy and you don't manage it and you don't set boundaries with work and with your personal life, and you just exhaust yourself to that point of you're like, shit, I need a retreat, you may end up with this 5 of Coins energy. Remember, you have more power than you realize, especially in tarot. You have free will, and these energies can shift. I don't feel they're negative, but these are, I mean, Aries, well, I'll say fire signs in general, but especially you all, you have a tendency to burn out because you take on too much, and sometimes you may come to a point and you're like, shit, I'm overwhelmed. I took on way too much. So this could also mean and signify, okay, this is a challenge that could potentially come. What could you do differently starting earlier in the year to change this habit, this routine, this pattern, this ritual, this system that could allow you to work, perhaps maybe a little bit more, but also introduce some form of self-care practice, rest, so that this doesn't happen. We're going to take a look and see what you can do to tackle this, to make sure it doesn't happen. Queen of Coins. This is Taurus energy. This is a big, strong, go slow. Self-care is going to be important. Self-care is going to be super important in 2023 for you all. You need to take care of yourself, mind, body, soul practices. Getting enough sleep, eating well, making sure that you actually decompress. Some of you may have also a lot of air in your chart, because we do have a lot of swords here. And so if your moon, if your Mercury is in air, perhaps your Mars in fire or air, you may feel like you're constantly on the go. You may feel buzzed. So grounding yourself is going to be super important. Nature, perhaps, meditation, some type of grounding practice. It's going to allow you to reset. It's going to prevent the burnout. Again, and self-care is going to look very different, but that could be exercise for air, or for air signs too, but for fire, exercise is a wonderful way, and for everyone in general, but especially for fire, there's a lot of energy you have, and to burn it off, some type of movement, breath work as well. Movement is actually really good, because there's a lot of energy, if you don't get that energy out, could remain stagnant. You may feel restless, you may feel a little bit overwhelmed, stressed, burnt out. Okay, let's take a look at the energy for overall, the overall energy, I should say, for 2023. 9 of Wands. I know, and you got 10 of Wands for your obstacle. So I don't see this as bad. You know, interestingly, 9 of Wands signifies, it's almost like it's leaving anything that, it's almost like putting fires up, but it's leaving anything that is not going to contribute to your overall well-being. So I feel like, again, there's an underlying focus in 2023 on you, on first house energy, on self-care, really making sure those practices are there, because this is about ending any type of it could be belief systems, mindset, also rituals and routines I'm getting that don't support your energy, that don't support where you are, that don't nourish you, that don't rejuvenate you. So it's almost like the universe is telling you in 2023, you got to hang up those we'll just say older ways of seeing things, and it's time to update this area of your life. These aren't negative. A lot of people, when they see like 9 or 10 of Wands, are like, oh shit, but it's not. It's simply guidance. And it's a reminder for you. Again, don't burn yourself out too. It's a common theme because you got a lot of Wands here. You got a lot of fixed energy here with the Wheel and the World card, and that could signify some resistance to change, but you're changing your own routines, your own patterns, your own mindsets for yourself. Because in the long run, especially with a lot of the Earth Taurus energy, it's going to benefit you more than you realize. It'll actually yield greater success, greater results for you. Okay, we're going to take a look at some oracle cards. Let's take a look and see what else the universe has in store for my Aries for 2023. What else does the universe want my Aries to know, please, for 2023? I sense a lot of good stuff is coming. You guys are going to be one of the main characters with the nodal points changing. Do I need a cough drop? I feel like I'm out of it with my throat chakra right now. Okay, you've got quite a few cards here. Of course, we got a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. There's a lot of fast moving energy in 2023. And I feel like, again, you all are very much a forward moving energy. You get things done. You don't waste time talking about it or marinating in it. You're like, we just got to get it done. So I feel like you're going to take that momentum, and that's a really beautiful energy because I feel like you're going to accomplish a lot. That's the thing. But remember to put that energy on you too, not just in what, you know, the material things, the tangible things you want to accomplish in your life. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. So this could speak to the 2022 nodal point of Taurus Scorpio. We've got currently until July 2023, about July 12, 17, around that date, the South Node in Scorpio, and then it'll transition into Libra. And this could also speak to your personal natal South Node. And it's going to vary for everyone. Don't let your past hold you back. So this could speak about anything around adulthood or childhood or relationships, something that you feel like has been coming up over and over. It could also be representing fears. This is about releasing and letting that go, especially since you got the Wheel and the World card. We got your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So this to me, it signifies a lot of Earth energy because Earth energy is very disciplined. That's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It's very disciplined, very level-headed. They do things, you know, in a cool, calm fashion. They plan ahead. And we have some contradictory energy here with, you know, some fire. So again, at times you may feel this movement of like, I gotta do this. I'm gonna stay up, you know, for 5 more hours, even though I'm gonna get an hour of sleep. Really, really keep thinking. Think about a mantra. Think about how you want to feel. How do you want to feel in 2023? And keep that in mind. Keep that at the forefront of your goals. Because if you're wanting to feel balanced or you're wanting to feel, who knows, there's going to be a lot of feelings. But let's just say you want to feel like peaceful. You want to feel calm. If you're not sleeping well, if you're putting in a lot of energy in one area of your life, things may start to feel a little bit imbalanced. And so I feel like the universe may drop in opportunities, events, perhaps people to test some of your values, some of your priorities. We got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. I think a lot of signs, a good chunk of the zodiacs have gotten this for 2023. There's a strong focal point for connection to self, intuition. Psychic gifts are going to be amplified. This is actually, too, a really wonderful way to de-stress, to calm your mind, your mental landscape, and to simply relax. I feel like, again, you're going to get a lot of messages here, especially with your path, life path, we'll just say. It could be related to your career. Wow, you got both. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. And I feel like for you all, North Node is a little bit different. In terms of stepping outside of your comfort zone, I feel like many Aries don't have problems. Take a look, because you've got 2 cards dealing with the North Node and South Node. Some of you, again, like I mentioned earlier in the reading, I kept getting first and second nodal returns. Some of you are about 18, 19 years old, and you are going through your first nodal return, where you may feel like, who am I? You're questioning your identity, who you are in this world, where you fit, what you want to do. And then for those experiencing their second nodal return around 36, 37, 38-ish, it's the same thing. The universe does checkups because the nodal points come back about every 18 years or so. And the nodes are kind of, the universe this is like a check-in asking you, right? Your commitment is being tested. Are you stepping into your north node, your destiny, what it is you're here to cultivate? Because we're all comfortable in our south node. So you can see that in your natal chart, because the south node is something you've done in a past life. The north node is what you're here to step into and cultivate, but there's a balance you take with both. So some of you, again, especially since we got both nodes here, some of you are going to be experiencing your nodal return in 2023, especially with the Aries Libra axis. So some of you have your north node in Aries, your south node in Libra. For some of you, it could be the reverse. Your north node is in Libra and your south node is in Aries. Either way, you will experience more of an impact. So you may be feeling, actually, because you got a lot of, there's a predominant focus on your career, I'm getting. Career and relationships, connections in general. So some of you may be feeling like a tug, a pull, a stretch within you, and you're like, I feel like I'm being pulled to do something different. Because you've got releasing energy here. Going within. A lot of you are getting answers through your crown chakra. Throat crown chakra is really important for you all. I would suggest finding meditations or visualizing. You can visualize energy. I always say intuitively use whatever light color comes to you and visualize that in your crown or throat chakra. Bringing vibrancy, warming it up, and you can breathe into it. For many folks, guided meditations, visualizations are more helpful. Downloads are waiting to come in. Messages are waiting to come in for you that are going to assist you on your path, especially your, we'll just say your life purpose or mission, and that could be plural, because I feel like you can have multiple purposes, missions, and I feel like for some that may be related to your career, your money. Some of you may feel like you're being called to do something different. It's like you feel a little bit of a disconnect, and it's coming. Wow, there's a lot you guys got here with these cards. I'm going to be going a little bit over. Your reading is going to be a little bit longer than others. Let's take a look and see what else the universe wants my Aries to know for 2023. I feel like some of you just feel, again, sometimes we conflate them. Sometimes people keep their career separate from their soul mission purpose. A lot of times people want to combine them. It depends too. You could look at where your MC is, your 10th house energy, your career. But I'm just getting a strong pull, like, you know, you're meant to be doing something different. So there's a change there in your career. We got the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles at the beginning of your reading and career outlook. And then we got the Two of Cups. Some of you are going to meet someone, Aries. Some of you are going to, okay, some of you are going to, how do I put this? I wanted to say merge, but that may freak some of you out. Some of you are going to meet someone and get into a relationship, and that's going to positively impact your income. Some of you may meet someone, it could be a friend, a business partner, and that'll turn into something more. Others of you that are already in relationships, you both may partner up and go or work together in tandem on your spiritual missions. Some of you don't have to be in the same careers. Doesn't mean you're going to be like, you know, entrepreneurs together, but some of you in partners, they may be awakening, you may be awakening, you may feel that energy. We got 22 right. Having an outlet to express one's thoughts leads to more clarity and awareness of oneself. Put pencil to paper, explore your inner world. Like I mentioned, you've got crown and throat chakra. For some of you, that may not feel comfortable. Like I said, I got 3rd house and 9th house energy with you all. Something about communication, your throat here. Writing may be an outlet, perhaps a safer outlet of expression for you all. Some of you may start blogs. You may actually start YouTube channels where you, instead of showing yourself, you know how they have videos of the writing and music, things like that. You may write a book or have some type of project planned, or even write personally for yourself as a form of healing, of self-expression. Books, poems, short stories, long and short form. I feel like this is going to be very therapeutic, and a lot of these messages that you're getting from spirit, from the universe, you're going to translate that into your expression, into your writing. 22 also speaks to harmony, balance, connections, partnerships. So some of you may have been seeing 22. There's a strong union energy here, a strengthening of a union or coming together. It doesn't have to be romantic for everyone. What other messages does the universe have for my Aries, please, for 2023? Universe. Always be in harmony with the universe. Can't make this up. There's a balancing coming out. There's a balancing coming out for you all. I feel like, again, balance is important. I don't know. I forgot if I mentioned in the beginning. I kept getting balance, equilibrium with you. Partnership. Partnerships are going to be super important in 2023. It's going to really help you. Some of you, because of your independence. It's interesting because I can relate. I have my 7th house. I'm a Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and I have my 7th house in Aries. So I'm extremely independent too. Some of you fear this merging, fear getting close to others. There's a fear there of your independence, your freedom being usurped. That's where your boundaries and your assertive communication is going to be important. There's a need to connect to yourself. Many of you are working on developing and increasing your intuitive psychic abilities, your gifts, because that's a way of connecting to yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you meet an earth sign or someone who has major earth placements in their chart. I feel like it doesn't have to be romantic again, but for some it will. I feel like the person or people, some important people coming into your life in 2023, they're going to harmonize and create like a stabilizing, grounding effect with you. It's going to be like a yin and a yang energy. Like the two fishies, if they look peaceful, it's that type of energy. You got a lot of duality. Well, I'll just say duo, not duality. Well, actually, no, it is duality. North-south node. What else does the universe want my Aries to know, please? It could be a Pisces too. Aries, take a look at your North and South node. I mentioned the collective North and South node. Libra, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio. We have indecision. This is so Libra. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Some of you Aries may have major Libra placements as well. So again, they both play with one another with the Aries-Libra axis. This is about tapping into your intuition. Some of you may have felt a little bit disconnected. You may have been relying on your masculine energy a lot to lead the way, but now you're being called to step into, again, this is about really cultivating, growing, connecting to your spiritual side. Pisces is the spiritual zodiac sign, rules the 12th house. I think today at the time of this taping, perhaps that's why I feel like I'm out in the clouds, we have the moon phase in Pisces. Ironically, some of you may have major Pisces placements or 12th house placements. You're being called back home, which is you. We got universe here. So you're about to tap into some universal wisdom, higher guidance, cosmos, divine guidance. How can my Aries best take care of themselves, please, in 2023? You guys, I feel like a spiritual union, mission, relationships. 2023 is going to be huge for you guys. I can feel it. You got a lot of cards here too. Okay, we got 27, which is a 9. Hydrate. Water. I feel like this speaks to nourishment and self-care, rejuvenation, right? When we think of water elements like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, because you've got Scorpio and Pisces, I'm feeling heavily in your reading. They all deal with the feminine energy, and I mentioned that earlier. Rest, taking care of yourself, self-care is going to be huge and a priority, something that you should really prioritize in 2023. I would say it's suggested that you prioritize. I don't want to shoulda, coulda, woulda on you, but water, literally drinking more of it is going to also help you. It's very cleansing, very soothing. It's a way to detox your body too. It's really simple, just drinking water. For some of you, that's going to help provide greater clarity with your intuition as well. You got this twice. 8. Meditate. Look at this. You're being called to ground yourself. Again, when we just feel a little bit stressed, chaotic, a little bit out of sorts, most of the time it's because we need to calm the F down. And this was the card for 2023 energy, 9 of Wands. So again, meditation, spiritual self-care. But I feel like meditation affects all areas of your life, but it's a very good way to kind of, what is it, kill 2 stones with a bird, or kill 2 birds with a stone? Whatever that saying is, you can combine things. Meditation is a great spiritual practice. It's a great way to connect to yourself, a great way to harness your intuition, to calm down, to ease stress and anxiety. It has so many multi-usage. It's a multi-usage tool for your toolkit. So you got this twice. So there's a great emphasis there. The universe is really asking you, it's time to really find an outlet. There's look, and both of them have their eyes closed. Some of you really need to take intentional time. Perhaps as you plan out your goals, you can ask yourself every day, do a quick check-in, like set an alarm on your phone and ask yourself during lunchtime or in the afternoon, how do I feel today? What do I need to feel this way? And insert the emotion you want to feel. Maybe you need a 15-minute nap, although I think 15-minute naps are way too short, but 15-minute lay down, or go on a couch, or if you're at work, maybe just sit in your chair and put some headphones on, or take a walk. They both have their eyes closed, which to me is about decompressing, disconnecting from the chaos to connect to yourself. And I feel like I just had trouble saying that. Strong focus on connecting to yourself, finding space no matter what's going on in the world, no matter how chaotic it is, no matter what's going on around you. You're going to be focused and pushed. Your intuition is going to be key in 2023. It's leading your way. 44. I told you connections are big. Some of you are seeing 44 and we got 22 here. Sex. This is also another way to harness your own feminine power, your sacral chakra. Your emotional aspect too. You're being asked to really tap into your emotions. So sex, it could be, again, if you're coupled, obviously you're going to have sex with another person, right? But this could also be solo practice, self-pleasure. This is about feeling good, getting into your body, because sex, it's not up here, right? I mean, perhaps there's people that just watch and they don't do it, and that's totally separate. But this is about the embodiment. If you've noticed, there's a lot of shifting towards a feeling, towards embodying, towards pleasure, towards rest, self-care, and this is a form of self-care and self-love. We have a little heart here. We've got 2 hearts. I feel like in 2023, you're being guided to really get into your body, drop down. Again, we got 7, massage, body. You're really being called to drop into your feminine energy. And for some of you, this may be very foreign. I don't want to say I bet you, but I would imagine. Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know. And if you need help, you can put that in the messages too. What is your north node in? What sign is your north node in, and what house? The same with your south node. I feel like and suspect many of you have water signs. If you don't have water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for your north node, I feel like the houses are in water signs. So for Cancer, that's 4th house. For Scorpio, that's 8th house. And for Pisces, that's 12th house. So you may have, another sign, earth, air, fire, but it could be in a water house. There's a lot of focus on the body here. This is about decompressing, finding practices that help you and that make you feel good. It's about connecting to yourself. You're getting a shitload of messages. I kid you not. Try this for a week. Pick practices that you like. I mean, it doesn't have to be this, but pick practices that help you decompress, that bring joy, happiness, and whatever you want to feel. Calm, balance, serenity, peace, joy. And do it for a week and ask yourself how you feel. Many of you are going to start tapping in and getting nudges and trusting yourself more, because that's how you start. You guys, this is so exciting. There's a lot of spiritual empowerment here. A lot of you are definitely stepping up into your North Node. Get ready. I can feel it. What messages do the spirit animals have for my Aries, please? You're gonna have to comment too below. If you guys are if you're 18 or 19 years old, or maybe 36, 37, 38, I feel like many of you are about to experience your nodal return in 2023. Talk about an experience of a lifetime. We have Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past. This is double confirmation. Look what we got. I swear, some of you are definitely going through a nodal return. Release your past and start a new journey. This is like a Fool card energy, Aries energy, Mars. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. And I want to say, wolves travel in packs. So again, connection, loyalty, love, family, friendships, super important. Remember in your friendship, what number was it? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You got Knight of Cups for your friendships and for your family. Gonna be super important. Some of you may identify with the wolf. What is this, a gray wolf? To me, this speaks of grounding. Usually when I see there's different color wolves that you may see, you may have been experiencing, witnessing, or dreaming of. White to me signifies a lot of like spiritual growth, development, perhaps upgrades or ascension. With the gray, I feel like this is about connecting to your spirituality on a more practical earth sense, so you can access that 12th house energy. It's Neptunian, right? Pisces. And that's going to happen through grounding yourself by rooting, earthing, going on walks in nature, meditation. You all are stepping into your destiny in 2023. I know it sounds huge. It's easier said than done. I had my second nodal return a few years ago and everything went to shit. I'm not kidding. But I feel like many of you have gotten signs and were better prepared than I am when I ignore the universe. And I'm pretending I don't see these signs, but I feel like you all have already been sensing the shift, have been feeling it. If you want to screenshot this, I love this card. It's very empowering. It's very Aries-like. I love the energy. You have a lot of perseverance for this coming year. This is really exciting. You guys are going to accomplish a lot. I feel like by the end of 2023, this time around, I'm getting chills. Your life is going to be very different. What final affirmations does the universe have for my Aries, please? Oh, we got 2 that popped out. I need camera so you guys can witness this. Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. You're being realigned because when you step into your North Node, that is a universal spiritual alignment. You guys got universe, remember? These are so many synchronicities here. Comment down below. Have you guys been getting synchronicities? Because I feel like a lot of the signs and what we've gotten in your reading is not new. I feel like many of you have been feeling this in 2022. Finally, we got directing my focus on what's thriving creates more of what I want. Again, this is going to really be important with self-care. It's going to help your mindset, support your mindset, because when you're burnt out, when you're just done and you're like, I don't want to see any more computers or digital stuff, things kind of turn, negatively. And it happens with everyone. When you don't get enough sleep or you're eating well, you're kind of grouchy. So this is simply a reminder. Self-care is going to be super important for you in 2023. You guys, I'm so excited. I don't know why, because I don't have any planets or placements in Aries except my 7th house. That's it. You guys, if this was helpful in any way, comment down below. Let me know. I want to know if you guys have been getting signs, if you're feeling a shift, what's going on. You guys are having a really super transformative year. You guys are going to be, I'm getting like a glow up center stage. If this reading helped you, if you enjoyed this, I would love it if you could hit the thumbs up button, the like button, share this video if you feel like others would enjoy it. And if you feel called, I'd love to have you be a part of this channel and my community here. Subscribe so you could see content like this if you enjoyed this reading, other videos on spirituality, astrology, energy healing, wellness, and so much more. You guys, this is huge. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to hear updates. Introduce yourselves if you're new. Comment down below. Fill me in. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a restful 2022 and a beautiful 2023 ahead. You guys, have a wonderful season. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.